Assalamu alaikum everyone. Now that we are done with discussing the basics of writing skills, the approaches to writing skills, and in our last session, the characteristics or you can say the 7 C's of communication with specific reference to writing skills, I believe we are in a position that we can officially, formally move on to the first topic of our writing, which is paragraph development. And if you're able to develop a paragraph that is well written, grammatically, content wise, structurally, in tone, and that is well developed and that is coherent, then if you learn that, then you can do any type of writing with clarity, completeness, conciseness, and writing that has cogent argument. So for any sort of writing, you need to learn to develop effective, well developed and coherent paragraph. So in this specific session we will be focusing on upon the basics of paragraph development, क्योंकि जब आपको paragraph development जो है वो बेहतर तरीके से आ जाएगी, जिसमें आप किसी भी एक टॉपिक पे पैराग्राफ लिख सकते होंगे, तो उसी तरीके से जब आप एक पैराग्राफ कंस्ट्रक्शन समझ जाते हैं, तो फिर आप पैराग्राफ कंस्ट्रक्शन के साथ साथ उसी तरीके से आप you can construct more paragraphs, and then you can write a coherent essay, or you can write a well developed or coherent summary, or you can write a well developed blog or news article or anything. So the basic is that you learn to write effective and coherent paragraphs. So this is what is going to be the focus of today's discussion, how to formulate ideas, how to brainstorm ideas, how to focus on which idea to focus in which paragraph, how to develop paragraph, how to arrange your ideas in the form of paragraph. And a lot of times when we are writing something, और इंटरमीडिएट से अगर आप लोगों ने पढ़ा है, तो अब तक ज्यादातर जो राइटिंग आप लोगों ने की है वो इस तरीके की होगी कि यू क्रैम और यू मेमोराइज पैराग्राफ्स और एसे एंड देन यू जस्ट रिप्रोड्यूस इट. तो इस वजह से जब आपको अगर खुद से कोई चीज लिखनी हो तो आप एकदम से परेशान हो जाते हैं. शायद आप में से बहुत लोग ऑलरेडी लिखते होंगे और अच्छा लिखते होंगे, बट मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स इवन people who write, experienced writer, they sort of face difficulty in managing or handling ideas in paragraph, and we all have a tendency to deviate from our topic of discussion. तो कभी कभी बात किसी और चीज पे करनी होती है, मगर आप incorporate दूसरे ideas कर रहे होते हैं which are probably irrelevant to your topic of discussion. तो इस तरीके से किस तरह से अपने आइडियाज को you have to put it in the form of a paragraph is something that you need to learn at the initial stage. So I will be discussing the basics with you. I will be discussing how you can write a coherent paragraph, how you can identify irrelevant ideas, how you can remove irrelevant ideas. But it is you who have to learn to write it through practice. So I might teach you or facilitate you in in just showing you the direction for developing writing skills, but you cannot develop effective writing skills if you do not develop a habit of writing and practice whatever you have been taught in this session. So whatever I tell you in these classes, listen to it, focus on the main points if you cannot remember each and everything that I'm telling you. And by the time we are done with the session, because you have this whole 1 week window, we have both the sessions on one day, so you have this time to actually practice or implement whatever you have learned in my class. So once I tell you theoretically or I show you example, it's your responsibility to do it. तो जब भी मैं कोई भी आपको बेसिक्स बात बता रही हूँ, कुछ बता रही हूँ, तो क्लास के बाद आपके पास 1 हफ्ते का टाइम है. उसमें do time planning आप थोड़ी सी करें कि रोज आना, if you can just read something, वो बुक वाला टास्क तो आपका 3 महीने चलेगा. So 3 months are more than enough for reading a single book. बहुत ज्यादा टाइम होता है, तो वो तो आपका चल रहा है साथ में. It would be really helpful for you if you develop a habit of reading newspaper as well. तो वो फिर आप different sort of writing, article writing, news items, उनमें किस तरह की writing होती है उससे भी आपकी familiarity हो जाएगी. And if possible, if you can manage, and I think you should manage, तो आप एक टाइम दिन का बना लें जिसमें you practice writing. If I teach you something, I'll just show you a couple of examples in the PowerPoint slides in this session. But you can randomly choose topic and see, okay, this is how we were taught in the class, and I think 15-20 minute nikal ke you can do that. So that will be very helpful for you, because you cannot learn to write simply by listening to my lectures or anybody else's lecture, or just reading the guidebook ke ye hota hai paragraph or aise hota hai. You have to do things, because when you're learning a language, you have to be involved in the process of learning. So I hope you understand that. So let's begin. I'll just share my screen with you. Okay. So here we are. Okay. Okay, so before I teach you how to develop paragraph, just a small discussion on what a paragraph actually is. Basically, we all know how a paragraph looks like, but always remember that in one paragraph, group of ideas or group of sentences, but all those sentences are going to refer or develop one central idea. So there might be, the paragraph might consist of 10, 12 sentences, but it will revolve around one central idea. So you are never going to discuss a number of ideas within a single paragraph. So how you develop that particular idea is the key. The central idea is usually stated in a topic sentence. Now, what is topic sentence? Something that we will be discussing. So every paragraph most probably begins with a topic sentence. What is a topic sentence? Topic sentence is basically the entire gist of your paragraph. But mostly it comes at the beginning of a paragraph, which means it is the first sentence of a paragraph. But there is no hard and fast rule. There are instances when people begin a paragraph in a different way. They create a scenario, and then in the end they refer to the main idea. So it can happen, but probably for you beginners, it's better that in the very first line you write the topic sentence, so that the reader immediately has an idea that in this paragraph you are going to talk about this aspect of the topic. तो टॉपिक सेंटेंस बेसिकली आपका पूरे पैराग्राफ का जो सेंट्रल आइडिया है ना, जो थीम है, वो आप टॉपिक सेंटेंस में बता देते हैं. So I'll show you the example, and then you'll be in a better position to understand that. Acha. Every sentence in the paragraph must help the development of the topic sentence. Now, I told you that topic sentence में actually lies the central idea or the core idea of your paragraph, right? So now when you have mentioned your main idea or the focus of your paragraph in the topic sentence, then the remaining sentences in the paragraph should aid or support the topic sentence. So all those supporting sentences should link to the topic sentence, right? I mean, in the topic sentence, aapne bata diya ki okay, for example, I'm writing again. I'll give you the example of bullying. I'm writing on the issue of bullying, and I am talking about what is the core issue, why people or children or students in high school bully. So I am my first sentences is lack of parental guidance or supervision often leads children in developing bad habits such as bullying, right? So this is the first sentence of my paragraph. Now in entire paragraph I am going to discuss how lack of parental guidance or parental supervision is causing issues in the character development of the children. तो मैं कोई और बात नहीं करूंगी इस paragraph में, because my aim is this, right? So, for example, if I'm discussing about the issue of global warming, human activities such as this have have harmed our environment to a greater extent, and or I'm saying that global warming is caused due to various human activities. तो ये मेरे पैराग्राफ का टॉपिक सेंटेंस हो गया. अब जो भी सपोर्टिंग डिटेलर्स मैं बताऊंगी कि कौन सी ह्यूमन एक्टिविटीज, किस तरह से ह्यूमन एक्टिविटी आर प्लेइंग अ क्रूशियल रोल in causing or making our environment polluted. So every sentence in the paragraph should help you in developing your main idea. हर सेंटेंस आपके टॉपिक सेंटेंस से लिंक करना बहुत जरूरी है. नेवर फॉरगेट दैट. अच्छा, a paragraph may vary in length. Some paragraphs are quite short, others are extremely long. So there is no, again, hard and fast rule. Sometimes it's a chapter of a book and you might come across that one paragraph is too detailed, but others are short. But normally in the sort of writing that you will be involved in, writing a 500 words essay or 300 words essay, mostly it is recommended that try to keep the length of all the paragraphs somewhat similar. But again, there is no hard and fast rule. हार्ड एंड फास्ट रूल ये है कि पैराग्राफ में आइडियाज लिंक होने चाहिए, अदरवाइज it's a bad style of writing. Okay, most paragraphs have more than 3 sentences in them and usually have between 100 and 200 words. Mostly paragraph में ज्यादातर more than 2 sentences होते हैं, but again मतलब at least more than 3 sentences होते हैं. मगर कभी कभी you might come across कि कोई पैराग्राफ उसमें सिर्फ 2 लाइन है किसी बुक में, किसी नॉवल में, and usually have 100 and 200 words. Usually इससे ज्यादा वर्ड काउंट एक पैराग्राफ का नहीं होता. So if I'm giving you paragraph writing, I would probably say that okay, write about this topic from 150 to 200 words. ठीक है, ऐसे दूंगी तो obviously word count ज्यादा होगा. अच्छा, topic sentence. What is topic sentence? A sentence that expresses the main idea of the paragraph in which it occurs, right? Okay. In a topic sentence, always try to make a statement about your topic which limits it to a certain extent. For example, if the topic is soccer, right? So now there are too many things that you can talk about soccer. You can put in, there are too many aspects that you can put into a single paragraph. But one way of limiting ideas in one paragraph is using words or phrases in a way that help your readers know that in this paragraph you are only going to focus on this aspect, right? For example, you can use words or phrases that are known as controlling phrases or controlling words because they sort of control the organization of the whole paragraph. Like I said, if the topic is soccer, you can discuss the history of soccer. You can compare soccer with any other sport. You can describe the difference between soccer or any other sport, for example football, you can also talk about explaining the rules of the game. So there are so many things that you can talk about soccer. Like I mentioned earlier that if I'm discussing the real issues because of which bullying happened, I will stick to one thing. But if I'm talking about impact of bullying, then what harm does bullying cause, I will focus on that. So soccer है, बहुत सारी चीजें के बारे में आप बात कर सकते हैं, but in one paragraph choose only one aspect of a topic. Okay, so always remember this rule. Topic sentence is equal to the topic and the limiting statement. So in the very first line of your paragraph, through your topic sentence, you sort of limit your paragraph to that one particular idea. Okay. Again, like I gave you an example, we'll be discussing or elaborating on this example. So let's suppose you have been given a task to write a paragraph about soccer. How you can, what are the things that you can focus on? What are the aspects that you can incorporate? Just give yourself 1 minute and think about what are the aspects that you would like to talk about. Some of you, I'm sorry to choose this topic as an example. Maybe some of you have no idea of what's, know much about the game soccer. But just think that if it's a game, it's a sport, what would you want to talk about? How is it played? What type of a sport it is? Or you would like to compare it with any other sport, or you would like to say that, okay, this is how this sport is better than, other sport. So let's see. Now, in this table is very important. I have discussed, and obviously I have shared one book with you, and from there I have chosen this specific example. It was presented there, so I have put it down, put it in the form of this table, so that I can show that how many aspects are there to one single topic, and within one paragraph you will choose one aspect. For example, topic is soccer. The statement which can help you limit your topic to one area could be, जैसे कि soccer is now played in the United States. Now, अच्छा, अब आपने अगर आपने पहले पैराग्राफ में ये अगर आपने पैराग्राफ में ये लिख दिया is now played in the United States, इसका मतलब है you are focusing on the geographical location कि अब it has also been introduced in the United States. Why, कैसे, पहले नहीं था, now people have realized that the importance of this sport, and it has become common there. So now within the whole paragraph you are going to, the keywords are is now played in the United States. So you are going to tell okay, initially it wasn't a very popular sports there, but now it has become common. Recently a famous the sport was held in this month, and these many people attended that sports event, and somewhat like that. Another example could be soccer, and you say has become more popular within the last 5 years. So again, now in this way, your focus is not in any country or on any geographical area. It's an open-ended topic, and you are actually trying to share your opinion that it has become more common, especially in the last 5 years. So maybe probably before 5 years, or even before 5 years, it wasn't that popular. People were not that much fond of soccer, but now all of a sudden, in the 5 years, the popularity of this sport has grown to a considerable extent. ठीक है? Or yet another idea could be soccer is a physically demanding sport. Now here you are focusing on a certain aspect of this sport. Now throughout in this paragraph, this is the first line of your paragraph, you are going to explain why do you think it is a physically demanding sport. Why do you think it requires, or you're going to tell that it requires a lot of energy, and what a player is supposed to do, it requires coordination, or it requires consistency. So this is how you're going to support your idea. Remember, here your focus are on two keywords: physically demanding sport. Three words: physically demanding sport. So you are going to tell how do you think that it is a physically demanding sport. इसमें कोई और सी बात नहीं आएगी कि in one first line you are saying it's a physically demanding sport, and all of a sudden you jump on telling that it has become very popular and people enjoy it, because that will be a disconnect. In the topic sentence you are saying it's a physical demanding sport, but then in the explanation you are telling people have started to love it, or it has become popular. If your topic sentence is that it's a physically demanding sport, then your job is to explain how is it a physically demanding sport. Okay. Or another way could be the topic is soccer and football. So you can simply say soccer and football have a great deal in common. Now here, your aim in the remaining part of the paragraph, through your supporting details or supporting sentences, you will tell how are they similar. What makes them similar? And you have seen the picture, they do look similar, right? तो पूरे पैराग्राफ में आप ये बताएंगे कि दोनों स्पोर्ट में बहुत सारी चीजें कॉमन हैं. And then you're going to, within the next 4 or 5 lines, you're going to explain why do you think that they are common. ठीक है? Or you can just refer to the difference. Soccer is more dangerous than tennis. So let's suppose I have given you the topic soccer, and I have told you कि आप soccer के किसी भी aspect पे बात कर सकते हैं. आप उसको narrow down करें, और मतलब narrow down करके एक पैराग्राफ आपको लिखना है. तो आप, if I have given you a paragraph on soccer, आप हर चीज पे बात नहीं कर सकते. So probably you want that, okay, it is more dangerous than tennis. So you are discussing the difference. Now throughout you are going to tell how do you think it is more dangerous or difficult than tennis. Or you are focusing on the journey or life of a soccer player. So a soccer player can receive various kinds of penalties, a number of things are listed during a game. So your focus is on telling how what kind of penalties can be faced by a soccer player. Or your topic is you have narrowed down, I've just given you an open-ended topic and you have narrowed down it to the World Cup Soccer Championship Games. So you can simply say the World Cup Soccer Championship Games create interest from soccer fans all over the world. So what is the impact of World Cup Soccer Championship game is something that is the focus now. Soccer is dangerous for several reasons. Again, we are going to focus on the reasons. So you understand that the topic could be open-ended. For example, I keep on referring to the topic of bullying. I ask you that, okay, stop and write a paragraph on bullying. You have to choose that I am going to either talk about bullying in high school, I'm either going to talk about cyberbullying, I'm either going to talk about causes of bullying, what makes people a bully, or I'm going to talk about the effect of bullying, psychological impact, the physical impact that people who are bullied experience, or I'm going to simply talk about that it is high time we need to come up with solutions for overcoming the issue of bullying. So here my focus is going to be on dealing with the issue of bullying. So always remember that the topic could be open-ended, but in your writing, especially when you're writing a paragraph, you have to narrow it down to covering one aspect of that topic. Please do not forget that. Okay, now this is a guided practice, so you have to write a topic sentence for each of the topics that have been listed below. Okay, for example, shopping for food, you can either discuss the place, the aspect. Okay, I'll just list down a topic. Okay, so let's suppose your topic is shopping for food or buying food. Now I want you to stop the video. You can, I'll keep on saying it. Stop and think. Shopping for food. What would you like to talk about? Are you going to talk about which place in Karachi is the best for buying food, or the most delicious, scrumptious, food it has most delicious food? Are you going to focus on that? Or if it's shopping for food or in the sense of grocery, then are you going to focus on the place, or you are going to focus on any aspect that it's very difficult to shop for food here? Or you can discuss that shopping for food in Karachi is considerably more challenging or different than shopping for food in any other city, right? So this is an open-ended topic. You have to think and write a topic sentence for each of these 4 topics. Lecture ke beech mein. Unfortunately, due to some restraints, we are having an online session where you are supposed to listen to the video. But if it would have been my class or physical abhi hamari class ho rahi hoti, तो इतना समझाने के बाद I would stop and I would have given you 2 minutes and I would have asked you to write one topic sentence and then randomly बच्चों से कि अच्छा आप लोगों ने क्या लिखा. But here obviously we have that limitation. We don't have real time communication right now. So whenever you are listening and I have just given some task, stop and try to do it then and there. Then you can continue. Or simply the topic is smoking. So maybe you can talk about the effects or impact of smoking in general. Or the topic is American food. Now, either you can say that you love American food, and you can simply say there are many reasons for me being fond of American food. Now, if this is your topic sentence, अगर पहली line में आपने लिख दिया है कि there are several reasons because of or several reasons for me being fan of American food. If this is your topic sentence, then throughout the remaining paragraph, you are going to explain that, okay, what are the reasons that make you fall in love with American food? Okay, so एक ये है, but you can also discuss the differences. American food, though delicious, is very different from other food. Then you are going to compare it with food of other country or other cultural foods, right? If ठीक है, तो अब इस पे भी आप लोग इन तीनों पे एक एक लाइन का टॉपिक सेंटेंस लिख के देखें कि आपको लिख के देखें कि आपको बात समझ में आ रही है कि नैरो डाउन आपको कैसे करना है, टॉपिक को लिमिट, टॉपिक सेंटेंस को लिमिट कैसे करना है ताकि आप फोकस रहें. Then or the topic could be study habits. You can talk about you can simply say there are 3 main study habits that every student must develop during their student life. Now अब आपने बता दिया कि 3 हैबिट्स है, स्टडी हैबिट्स है जो तो डेवलप करनी ही करनी है. Now throughout that paragraph you are going to discuss about those 3 habits. First and foremost आपने एक हैबिट बता दी, then it's very important second habit, last but not the least third habit. ठीक है, तो या तो आप स्टडी हैबिट्स पे, नंबर ऑफ स्टडी हैबिट्स दैट आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट अकॉर्डिंग टू यू, आइदर आप उसके बारे में बात कर सकते हैं, या यू कैन टॉक अबाउट इफेक्ट्स कि इफ पीपल हैव डेवलप्ड effective study habits, then it can result into some very beneficial, it can bring several benefits to them. इफेक्ट्स में आपने क्या डिस्कस कर लिया, आपने बेनिफिट्स डिस्कस कर लिए कि क्या क्या इम्पैक्ट हो सकता है, क्या क्या इफेक्ट्स हो सकते हैं, उस पर आपने बात कर ली. तो दिस इज येट अनदर वे ऑफ डीलिंग विद दिस टॉपिक. लिमिटिंग जनरल टॉपिक, अगेन मैं सॉकर की एग्जांपल दूंगी कि जनरल है, बहुत ज्यादा टॉपिक अगर सॉकर है, अगेन आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू, सो सॉकर हैज बिकम इंक्रीजिंगली कॉमन इन द यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ड्यूरिंग द लास्ट 10 ईयर. लिमिट कर दिया कि लास्ट 10 इयर्स में क्या डेवलपमेंट हुई है, मैं उसके बारे में बात करूंगी. सेकंड, लैटिन अमेरिकन्स जनरली प्रेफर सॉकर ओवर स्पोर्ट्स, अदर स्पोर्ट्स. तो क्यों वो प्रेफर करते हैं, मैं उस पर बात करूंगी. नाउ योर टॉपिक इज the role of women. So write any 2 sentences which you think can help you limit your topic, because the role of women, again, role of women where, role of women in what sense, it's a very vast topic. So stop and think that if the topic is role of women, what are the things that you would like to talk about. Okay, for example, just one example, the role of women in upgrading or improving the economy cannot be ignored. ठीक है, तो then maybe in the rest of the paragraph I would talk about how working women or how women can most of the women, the housewives, they're involved in unpaid labor. So how integrating women or the work that they do into the making it the part of our formal economy can help us with economic development. ठीक है, तो मैं इस एस्पेक्ट को कवर कर सकती हूँ. अब रोल ऑफ वुमेन है, तो आप जनरेशन इन रेजिंग अ जनरेशन इज वेरी क्रूशियल, तो आप फिर उस पूरे उस टॉपिक को उसी एस्पेक्ट से कवर करेंगे. सो जस्ट स्टॉप एंड थिंक अबाउट हाउ यू कैन लिमिट दिस टॉपिक. जस्ट थिंक अबाउट 2 एस्पेक्ट्स दैट यू कैन चूज. इसी तरीके से टॉपिक है क्राइम. नाउ क्राइम इज completely open-ended topic. So if it's crime, maybe I would like to talk about how crime has increased, or street crime has increased in Karachi in the last 4 or 5 years. Now I have limited crime to number 1, street crime. मैंने street crime को choose कर लिया, और फिर मैंने specifically उसको limit कर लिया कराची में किस तरह से बढ़ गया. ठीक है, तो इससे कि मैंने किस तरह से उसको, you can either say कि okay, crime against women has increased significantly in the last 1 year, और फिर आप पूरे पैराग्राफ में बताएंगे कि क्राइम अगेंस्ट वुमेन किस किस तरीके से बढ़ गए, कौन कौन से क्राइम्स हो रहे हैं. यू विल रेफर टू द स्टैटिस्टिक्स, यू विल रेफर टू द फैक्ट्स, बट इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू टू लिमिट. ठीक है, तो हर टॉपिक के लिए कोई 2 स्टेटमेंट्स, सेंटेंसेस ऐसे सोचें दैट कैन हेल्प यू लिमिट दिस टॉपिक. और टेक्नोलॉजी, अगेन टेक्नोलॉजी इज अ वास्ट टॉपिक. इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी, pros of technology, cons of technology, advanced level of technology that have become a common part of our life, or anything that you would like to discuss. In तीनों sentences के लिए just stop and think that if you're given a chance to write a paragraph on these topics, तो आप किस एस्पेक्ट को कवर करेंगे. इसी की तरह जो 2 एग्जाम्पल हैं, या जो मैंने अभी कुछ एग्जाम्पल्स बताई, उसकी तरह यू जस्ट हैव टू थिंक अबाउट 1 सेंटेंस, क्योंकि सपोर्टिंग डिटेल्स किस किस फॉर्म में होती हैं, किस तरह से आप सपोर्टिंग आर्ग्यूमेंट्स डेवलप करते हैं, वो हम लेटर स्टेजेस में आपको मैं बताऊंगी, बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली आई एम स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम द स्क्रैच व्हेन इट कम्स टू डीलिंग विद राइटिंग स्किल्स. ठीक है, तो लेट्स सी. Now paragraph unity is very important. What do I mean by unity? That all the ideas in the paragraph should be connected, should be coherent. Besides the topic sentence, a paragraph includes several other sentences which in some way contribute to or support the idea in the topic sentence. So it's topic sentence only tells about the central idea of your topic, but apart from topic sentences, there are several sentences that help support the main idea. In other words, All these sentences must be related to the topic and it must therefore refer back to the topic sentence. So कोई भी topic कोई भी sentence paragraph में ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए that is deviating you from the main topic. So sorry, that is very important for you to understand. Paragraph unity को जिस तरीके से मतलब it appears like this. I've put this diagram so you can actually understand about paragraph unity. If this is a topic sentence, आपका पहला सपोर्टिंग स्टेटमेंट होगा, दिस इज माय फर्स्ट आर्गुमेंट जो मेरे आइडिया को सपोर्ट कर रहा है, मैंने कोई स्टार्ट या फैक्ट जिसको भी रेफर कर दिया. नाउ सेकंड सेंटेंस इज आल्सो लिंकिंग मी विद माय मेन आइडिया ऑफ दैट पैराग्राफ. थर्ड सेंटेंस विल आल्सो लिंक मी टू द मेन टॉपिक सेंटेंस. फोर्थ एंड so on. Every sentence, every other sentence in the paragraph should connect me with the topic sentence. Okay, example. Now the topic, let's read this paragraph. There are two main reasons why I have decided to attend Bingston University next year. Now, after reading the first paragraph, you all are familiar, you all have understood that in this paragraph, I am going to talk about the two reasons which have made me choose Bingston University next year for my further education. Now, इसमें मैंने नंबर्स डाले कि ताकि पता हो कि सेंटेंस नंबर 1, सेंटेंस नंबर 2, लेकिन पैराग्राफ में कभी भी नंबरिंग नहीं आती. It's just to make you understand. Applying to a college is a terribly complicated process. Some of my friends choose colleges for very bad reasons. Okay, for very bad reasons. John has never been to college. I have met his grandfather and he still has an incredibly sharp mind for a man of his age. Suzanne chose a university because the food in the region was said to be quite good. Suzanne is really not too clever, I suppose, so shouldn't criticize her. Actually, I think it was her father who made the choice for her. Now, if you see, none of these sentences relate to the real topic sentence. The topic was supposed to be written about why I have decided to attend this university. However, the writer never tells us that what are the actual reasons. The writer writes about too many unrelated ideas, like his friend John's grandfather, several ideas, but by the end we have no clarity about his reason for choosing this university. That is what is completely wrong with this sort of writing. Now let's look at another example. There are two main reasons why I have decided to attend Bingston University next year. First of all, there is the question of money. Bingston, and I've told that the question of money, and then semicolon अब मैं expand कर रही हूँ उस idea पे कि money का क्या, what is the issue with money. Bingston tuition is reasonable. The question of money, क्यों? I'm elaborating कि Bingston की जो tuition fee है, that is very reasonable, and I don't even have to pay it all at once. So I can pay in installments. This is very important since my father is not a rich man. With Bingston's deferred payment plan, so they have this payment plan, my father will be able to pay my tuition fee without too much difficulty. एक रीजन हो गया, और एक रीजन को आई टोल्ड इन द बिगनिंग कि मैं दो रीजन की बात करूंगी, एंड मैंने एक राइटर ने जो है वो एक रीजन को बता दिया. नाउ द सेकंड रीजन. The second reason is the fine education which I feel I will receive there in agriculture, my chosen field. So second reason ये कि in my chosen field of study, the university really has some expertise and knowledgeable people in that field. It is a well-known fact that Bingston hires only the finest professors in the agriculture department. Moreover, the university requires all agricultural students to gain practical experience by working on farms in the area while they are still going to school. So see, my two main reasons, one was the related to financial issues, so मैंने उसको expand किया. First I mentioned my first reason, then I elaborated. Okay, they have deferred payment plan, they have reasonable fees, so that is why it's going to help me. Second was the fine education in my field of study. तो उसको फिर मैंने elaborate किया that they have the finest professors in the field of agriculture, and they have they help students gain all the practical experience. This is how a coherent paragraph is written in. So as a task, self-practice task, sit and write a paragraph on your 2 reasons for choosing BBSU, Benazir Bhutto Shahid University, for studying business administration. ठीक है, तो ऑब्वियसली मैं हर चीज को चेक नहीं करूंगी, लेकिन ये आपकी प्रैक्टिस के लिए है। अपनी जो आपने एक इंग्लिश के उसके लिए नोटबुक बनाई है, पुट टुडेज डेट, टास्क एंड राइट अ पैराग्राफ द मोमेंट यू आर डन विद दिस वीडियो। क्योंकि फौरन जब आपने लेक्चर सुना होता है और उसको आप इम्प्लीमेंट कर देते हैं, तो आप you actually get to learn things. सिर्फ सुनने से आपको चीजें नहीं आएंगी. So all of you just sit and think, why have you chosen BBSU for BBA? That's it. And write a paragraph. 7-8 लाइन की, 10-12 लाइन की, 100 to 200 words के बीच में. ठीक है? Now let's see. What else? Now, this is a small exercise that you are supposed to do for identifying irrelevant sentences. For instance, different people spend their weekends differently. Some like to go to the mountains to hike, ski, or just relax. Water skiing is much more difficult than snow skiing. Others prefer to go to the beach to enjoy the seashore activity. Okay, now here there is a typo. Others prefers नहीं होगा, क्योंकि subject verb agreement की मैंने बात की थी पहली सेशन में, तो others plural है तो prefer होगा. So I wrote it myself, तो ये typo हो गया. I should have proofread it, तो my apologies. ठीक है, तो others prefer sorry again, to नहीं आएगा, prefer going to the beach to enjoy the seashore activities and to get a suntan. Some of these people work really hard during the week. Others have quite relaxing jobs. अब आप देखेंगे कि हम डिविएट किस एस्पेक्ट पे हम मेन टॉपिक से डिविएट हो रहे हैं. मेन टॉपिक फर्स्ट लाइन में है एंड थिंक कि क्या यहाँ पे डिविएशन है, क्योंकि नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में मैं बता दूंगी आपको. तो अभी खुद सोचें कि डिविएशन क्या है, कौन सा आइडिया यहाँ पे फिटिंग नहीं हो रहा है. ठीक है. Still others like to relax or stay home by reading a book. पहली लाइन क्या थी? Different people spend their weekends differently. Now this first line shows that I am going to talk about the kind of activity that different people indulge themselves in to spend their weekends in a productive manner. ठीक है. तो अब इस पैराग्राफ में कुछ सेंटेंसेस ऐसे थे जो डिविएशन थी from the main idea. I hope you are able to figure it by now. If not, let's look at the description. Different people spend their weekends differently. Some like to go to the mountains to hike, ski, or just relax. ठीक है, यहां तक तो ठीक था. हमने बात की कि डिफरेंट एक्टिविटीज होती है, हमने बताया कि some people like to go to the mountains to hike, ski, या relax करने के लिए. But where did this come from? What is skiing is more difficult than snow skiing? That was not the focus. We were only supposed to talk about different activities that people do. ये नहीं कि हम वाटर स्कीइंग के डिटेल में चले जाएं. ठीक है. Others prefer to going to the beach to enjoy the seashore activities and to get a suntan. That's fine. हम बता रहे हैं कि और क्या-क्या activities होती हैं. Some of these people work really hard during the week, while others have quite relaxing jobs. We are only supposed to talk about different activities that they are supposed to indulge in. So this is again irrelevant. We are not concerned with the type of work that they do during their weekdays. Still, others like to relax or stay home by reading a good book. That's perfectly fine. So identifying irrelevant ideas whenever you edit or proofread. एक तो ये कि मैंने आपको बताया था कि grammatical errors भी देख लें. इसमें I did commit one grammatical error while writing. लेकिन उसके अलावा हमेशा देखें कि मेरा content तो topic से नहीं हट गया. My content wasn't irrelevant. Make sure that. Okay. Okay. Okay, so what you're supposed to do is that now that I have taught you to identify or write a coherent paragraph, what I want you to do is that in the Word document in the Google Classroom, along with the link of this video and the PowerPoint slides, I'll upload that as well. But along with the video consists of the slides. I have attached a Word document, and there is the task that has been given there that you are supposed to read the given paragraph, and each paragraph, I think there are 6 or 7 paragraphs, I don't exactly remember. Every paragraph consists some of the sentences that are not at all related to the main ideas, right? So draw the line through the irrelevant sentences of the paragraph, and then circle the keywords or phrases in the topic sentence. Think why according to you the sentences are irrelevant. तो एक तो irrelevant sentences है वो हटा दें, और फिर आप keywords और phrases पे focus करें paragraph के beginning में, जिससे आपको पता लग रहा है कि topic sentences हैं. ठीक है, तो I hope that by after today's activity it would be easier for you to limit your topic sentence, to narrow down whenever a topic has been given to you, write a proper narrowed down and limited topic sentence, develop a coherent paragraph, identify the irrelevant ideas and remove those ideas. So I hope that you understood what I was trying to teach you, and प्लीज डू प्रैक्टिस. एक तो ये है कि आपको एक पैराग्राफ लिखना है फॉर योर रीजन फॉर चूजिंग द यूनिवर्सिटी फॉर बीबीए प्रोग्राम, तो वो दोनों चीजें आपको कवर करनी. यू कैन डिस्कस एनी 2 और एनी 3 रीजन, इट्स अप टू यू. राइट अबाउट 100 to 200 के बिटवीन वर्ड्स में आप एक पैराग्राफ लिखेंगे अपने लिए अपने नोटबुक में, और ये जो वर्ड डॉक्यूमेंट मैंने अटैच किया है, गो थ्रू इट, रीड द पैराग्राफ and identify the irrelevant sentences. Okay, so I have taken some of these like जो soccer की example ही है, some of these ideas from this book that I have already L. Martin की book है paragraph development की, that I have already mentioned, that I have already attached also in your classroom. You can go through the first chapter of this book. और ये एक तो ये जो टास्क दिया उसकी प्रैक्टिस और पैराग्राफ राइटिंग की प्रैक्टिस आपको लाजमी करनी है, because without practically doing things you will not be able to develop writing skills. So I hope that by the end of both the session today you are in a better position to tackle writing skills. You are in a better position to write, and you are now familiar with the basics of writing skills. So I'll see you in the next session. Till then, I hope that you will be involved in reading the books that you have selected. You will start reading newspaper, I can hope so, and you will be also writing your journal. So journal is a sort of relaxing activity. वो कोई ऐसा burden वाला task नहीं है आप लोगों का. तो before sleeping or during any time of the day, just do journaling so that you have that familiarity with writing. लेकिन ये task आप लोग अपने self practice के तौर पे जरूर कीजिएगा. And paragraph writing का जो एक task है, hardly it will take 15 to 20 minutes, so wo bhi for your self practice, do it. Okay, so see you in the next session. Thank you.